Alright everybody, welcome to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, pause right now and do it, or an old grandma's gonna beat you in pickleball. That being said, this is a West Texas showdown. We are in a DreamBreaker. It's the semifinals. We're gonna dink battle here. Oh, that's wide enough? Oh, I just missed an ATP. That was pathetic. Alright, you start down 0-1, and it's rally scoring to 21, win on serve, so every point counts, so you can't be missing ATPs like that. Alright, we start down 0-1. My partner Evan here, good little backhand flick there, gets the ball into the net. 1-1, we evened it up. We were the one doubles team, so we play the first 4 points, and then we had 2 other teams on our overall MLP team. Oh, good little drop down the line. Ooh, Evan with the fiery speed up. A little early for that, but he found the body, and his opponent got a paddle on it, but still, I think he did a good job of disguising that. Good guys up 2-1. Sorry, I forgot the team names, so we're just going good guys versus bad guys. Good setup. Ooh, that tripled over the net. All right, here I'm looking to set up an Ernie, and she dinked down the line, and I took advantage. So I got an Ernie, but I missed the ATP, so we're 1-1 on that. Our 2 team comes in, Caroline on the right and Ramon on the left. They are beasts. Ramon has a serious tennis background. I don't know if Caroline does. I assume she does. But from what I saw, she reset really, really well. And Ramon was very good with the power game and putting the ball away. Big serve. We're up 3-1. Let's see if we can at least get a 2-2 here. Caroline would want that one back, I'm sure. She was kind of on her back foot there, but I love that she was trying to drop to the middle there, giving her partner the opportunity to poach. So we're up 3-2. Good drop there. We get an error. Now we're up 4-2. And these DreamBreakers, they go so fast, guys, and they're so stressful. You got your whole team watching, and you only get to play 4 points before you rotate out. And there's no singles in this DreamBreaker. Spin serve. Good depth on that return. I love the footwork there by Caroline. And that ball goes in the net. She did a good job. She wanted to run in, but she stopped and set before she hit the ball. Too often I see people run through that ball and not maintain balance. Big serve by Ramon. Big drive. Ooh, paint. I don't think it was a foot inside the line, but that was a huge drive. So here comes our 3 team. That's Lock Lamb right there. It looks like he's wearing a turtleneck. And Rachel with this blue, purple Selkirk paddle on the right. We moved our lineup around some all day, but this is actually our second DreamBreaker of the day, and they're just fun. Good serve return. That drops a little high. Another high one. Uh-oh, we're stuck in no man's land, and our opponents do a good job of getting the ball down at our feet. This match was in Abilene, Texas, at the country club. As you can tell, we're using the crappy nets, but they did play a factor. A lot of the time you hit that net, it just rolls over. But a really big shout out to the country club for putting this event on and changing their tennis courts into pickleball courts. It was awesome. I do want to do the next one. Locke, who's hitting the drop right there, nice little nifty drop, is the director, I believe it's the director of pickleball at Fault in the Farmers Branch in Dallas. He's a beast, but his partner did get tagged there. Rachel, I believe, is an ex-tennis player as well, who used to play, I think she still does play a lot of singles pickleball, but, oh, that ball painted the line, and, bring back the dream team, me and Evan, right here. Evan's got the ball, and I'm nowhere to be found. What a bad teammate. I'm just kidding. I'm pretty sure I was getting water right there. All right, so we got the lead. We just got to take it home. I feel like once you get up early in the DreamBreaker, the key is just to split. Go 2 and 2. Good roll volley there. They get a good drop. They get in. This is what I wanted. Every point. I felt like if we got into a dink battle, we were going to win every single time. That was definitely me and Evan's strength. Not saying we don't have the power game like that. My opponent's paddle was low. So I figured if I just hit a medium speed up, not too fast at her body, I could set up for the 1-2 punch there and clean up. And it worked out. Oh, on the back of Evan's shirts, I guess we were the at-fault Raiders. Yeah, I did not pay attention to our team day. I'll do better next time. Yeah, and that's where I feel like me and Evan needed to be more greedy. We needed to hit better thirds because if we got into the line, we were deadly. Maybe the best team in the tournament at times, but I don't know if the ball skid off the orange tape. That's very common on the temp tape, but it took a weird bounce there, and our opponent was not able to get that ball back over the net. And just like he wasn't able to get over the net, I'm not able to keep score. This was my first ever rally scoring event. It took a minute, but once I got it, I actually like rally scoring for team events. I think it's cool. Adds emphasis on every single point. And then I do also like that you stay on the same side. I think that's cool. All right. Caroline and Ramon are back. They really did, I believe, most of the day team carry. They had played line 3, line 2. I don't know if they ever played line 1 for us, but they probably had like a 90% win rate throughout the day. There was a big round robin pool play before this. We went undefeated and got the 1 seed on our side, and we had to play the team we're facing right now again. And I believe earlier in the day we beat them pretty soundly, but they jumped on us in the playoffs and we split the doubles matches and ended up in a DreamBreaker. And man, we just did a DreamBreaker at my club. Well, we did an MLP event, and we had 3 DreamBreakers just in the round robin alone before the playoffs. And it's just a fun experience. It gets everyone engaged, cheering on your teammates. Ramon with another big serve. Nice dink. I love that Caroline took that out of the air twice in a row, refusing to give up ground. And then that's a great dink by her opponent, pulling her wide. And in that scenario, I think the better move would just be to dink middle, then speed it up. But good inside out forehand return by Ramon. His power game is his strength. He does a really good job of attacking. From what I saw, I did not get to play him. It was my first time meeting my teammates, some of them, and it's just cool. I mean, joining a team where you don't know as many people is also cool. It's just a cool dynamic. You know, it forces you to get to know everyone, be social, and no matter what, like if your line 1 wins every match, but your line 2 and 3 can't win, you ain't winning the event. So you have to have a really good talent on each line, or your captain does a good job mixing up who you're playing with. So block to serve. They're figuring out the score. I gotta ask him about the turtleneck next time. Like, what is it? Like, what was the style preference here? I don't think I've ever seen anyone play pickleball in turtleneck. Rachel with the great ball through the middle. We actually got to play these guys earlier in the day. I think we played them twice. They were tricky. The Gearbox boys. Well, I think Paddletech, but the guy with the Gearbox, the new Gearboxes, man, like they're so sticky and create so much pop, and they're hard to read. So at this point, we're feeling pretty good. We got a good lead, and I felt like there wasn't really a matchup where we didn't feel like we could win 3 out of 4 points. And that's kind of the thing. Usually in a DreamBreaker, you're like, one of our teams is struggling, just get 1 point each time. In this scenario, I felt like we were all evenly matched with a better team, so it was like, let's go out and get 3 out of each 4, or at least break even. And that's where, like, if you get up early, you just have to play for 2 points every rotation to maintain that lead. So I think it's really tough to come back if you get in the hole. We're playing the San Angelo Goats. That's what it was. So San Angelo, Texas, shout out. I went to a Kojo, Co-Wetzel, and who else was the artist that day? Back in college, one of the best concerts I've ever been to. Actually, I think I would say it was the best outdoor concert I've ever been to in my life. Kojo brought the house down. And if you don't know who Kojo is, don't subscribe to my channel. Yeah, that wasn't pretty, but I got the feed a couple times and punched the ball through. All right, I won my point. Evan, you do the rest of the work. Good serve. That drive was high. I love that Evan took that. And the ATP, the ball before the ATP was out though, so I don't get credit for that, unfortunately. But I wanted a little redemption from earlier. I don't know if I got it in this DreamBreaker, but we did have a funny thing going throughout the day. I was yelling out whenever I hit an ATP to lock, specifically like, that's 1, that's 2. And I got up to like 6 at one point and I ran into the wall. So I felt pretty good about my ATP. If you watched my previous video, it was a highlight from our first DreamBreaker. I actually blocked 1, 2, and I'm beginning, that's I think is my favorite shot now in pickleball. I like hitting ATPs, I like hitting Ernies, you know, a Yates, different trick shots, but blocking an ATP, especially if you hit a clean winner on the block, is my favorite shot in all of pickleball. I did it earlier this week, and it's just so satisfying because your opponent thinks they've won / they have that golden opportunity, and you just slam the door shut. It's great. All right, Ramon and Caroline, we got to get a ball in the kitchen here, or we got to get a drive lower. Man, this team must be the Rebels on the San Angelo team. They didn't have a uniform on. I appreciate that, though. That's usually me. Good low drive. That ball barely went over. It might have tipped the tape, but anyway, just want to make sure we get our 2 out of the 4 here and keep this lead. Dang, Ramon, as I'm watching this back, all his returns have good spin and good depth, and that's crucial if you're playing pickleball. Like, if you're returning weak and you're not really pushing the player back, third shots become so much easier to drop or drive and attack your partner. And this is a mixed matchup too, so like you really want to put that ball deep so they can't attack the weaker player. All right, guys, we got a fight on our hands. The winner of this match will get to go play in the finals against the other pool, I believe. So a team that we hadn't played in round robin, so that's exciting. I will probably post, I did video some of the finals. I don't want to spoiler alert it, but this was a fun event, and we felt like we were going to win it. And this DreamBreaker definitely was not a good sign that we're in a DreamBreaker in the semifinals, because we kind of ran through pool play. And I felt like me and Evan definitely let the team down in this matchup to get us in the DreamBreaker. And by me and Evan, I mean me. I did not play my best. So I should have been anchoring and at least making one out of the 2 games we played in pool play, or sorry, the round robin, you play 2 doubles games. Your line 1 plays their line 1 twice, and you get a point for each one. You can mix up the matchups, but I think me and Evan went 0-2. Or we definitely, at the very best, did 1-1. We did not get 2 points. So, hence the DreamBreaker. Come on, Rachel. Good slice return. Locke's got that nice roll. Good depth on the backhand. Good roll by Rachel. The common theme here is like too many teams are getting stuck at the baseline or in the transition zone. Not high-level pickleball if you're getting stuck back. You got to get to the line. And I do think it's stupid to coach like every single point you have to get to the line. That's not necessarily, oh, bring back the dream team. That's not necessarily true. But that should be your goal, right? Like you want to apply pressure to the other team. If you're in the back of the court, the only way to do that is with a really, really good drive or really good third. And that's the DreamBreaker headed to the finals. I'm glad we got to put the finishing touch on that. Thank you to the San Angelo Goats they're really good sports. I really enjoyed playing them, especially the guys in the blue and orange hat. We played them 2 or 3 times, and they were just super nice guys, super fun. Lock with the celebration in the turtleneck. Pickleball Traveler Cam, subscribe or die.